Me crucé con un vehículo del Comité Internacional de Cruz Roja que me dijeron no pases, tout le monde est fou, everybody's crazy.
A paramilitary commander, proud of his work, let in a news crew. Here, the regime of terror is being established as military police try to identify the Muslims.
Y era un grado de tensión absolutamente terrible y en una de las curvas, antes de ser detenidos, patinamos, el coche se deslizó sobre sangre. Sobre todo había un fuego de artillería muy importante que venía del lado serbio del Drina y yo vi incluso el humo que salía de las explosiones que hacen los cañones cuando salen los proyectiles en el lado serbio.
The Serb paramilitaries were mopping up as the UN representative arrived.
Operacija je dugo smišljana, dugo spremana, tako da nije ništa bilo u nekoj nervozi da se zove hajde hitno treba ovo, treba ono. Sve je bilo dobro organizovano i dobro izvedeno.
Entre tanto se veían camiones pasar con cuerpos de cadáveres. Vi en varias casas alrededor milicianos metiendo cuerpos de mujeres, niños, ancianos en camiones. Yo vi por lo menos 4 o 5 camiones con cadáveres.
Some 2,000 people were unaccounted for. Nobody knows how many of them were executed on the spot, or how many were sent to concentration camps, where the murder continued. The rest were expelled. 49,000 Muslims lived in Svornik. None remain. 5 centuries of Islamic life and culture there were erased. This is ethnic cleansing. It became routine as the Serbs took control of 3/4 of Bosnia's territory. In time, they learned to keep the cameras out, but ethnic cleansing continued.
Ja ne mogu da kažem da toga nigde nije bilo. To je nekada više organizovano ovde u Beogradu.
There is no one who can believe what is mentioned as a organized genocide, even organized from Belgrade and even organized by me. It's really out of consideration.
I tada je svaki put direktno Milošević tražio da se upućuju dobrovoljci.
Considering the tragic situation in Bosnia and Herzegovina, we have no choice, and our presidency had no choice but to appeal for a military intervention in Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Instead, the international community sent a peace envoy, Lord Carrington. He put a proposal to the president: partition Bosnia into ethnic provinces.
Which of course isn't what he wanted. What he wanted was a unitary state.
On je rekao, ali dobro, šta ćete raditi? Ja sam rekao da ćemo se boriti. Ovdje bih naglasio tu stvar, tada je Carrington stao na trenutak i rekao, zaustavio se i pogledao me pravo u oči i pitao, kako mislite da se borite?
It was clear to me that the overwhelming military superiority at that time, at any rate, was with the Serbs. And they were obviously being helped. I mean, President Milosevic may have denied it.
A on je meni rekao tada, vi, gospodine Izetbegoviću, ne znate s kim imate posla. Oni imaju nekoliko hiljada tenkova, oni imaju nekoliko stotina borbenih aviona, oni imaju 3 do 4 hiljade artiljerijskih sredstava, oni imaju stokove oružja koje su gomilali 40 godina, je li vi to znate? Pa kako mislite da se oduprete?
You know, in President Izetbegovic's position, he was in a very difficult position, there's no doubt whatever about it.
Ja sam rekao da mi nemamo izbora. Mi nemamo izbora, nama preostaje jedno da se borimo ili da kapituliramo. Ako kapituliramo, bit ćemo pobijeni.
2 weeks later, the Serbs finally launched their assault on Sarajevo. A handful of UN peacekeepers had just opened an office there. On the day of the attack, one of them was expecting a package.
I sent my administrative clerk downtown. He came back about an hour later and said, I have good news and I have bad news. And I said, what's the good news? He said, I found the post office. Great, what's the bad news? It's no longer there. It's been blown up and everything in it.
Serb saboteurs had destroyed Sarajevo's central post office, knocking out most of the city's phone lines, including those of the Bosnian presidency and defense headquarters. Three miles away, the UN's General Mackenzie indulged his passion for home video, even as he asked his soldiers in the city centre what exactly he was filming.
Victor Papa, I'm watching the smoke from the downtown area. Can you tell me, is it in the direction of the presidency? Over.
Victor Papa from Victor Charlie 1, yes, it's in the direction of the presidency. Over.
From 3 directions, the Serb forces, backed up by the tanks and air power of the Federal Army, closed in on the heart of Sarajevo.
Can't tell.
The city's defenders included local criminal gangs, professional soldiers, even Serbs willing to fight for a multi-ethnic Bosnia.
Kulminacija je dostigla vrhunac onog momenta kada su 3-4 Princkauera prešli most Vrbanja, odnosno most Skenderija i našli su se na svojih 50 metara od Skupštine grada i predsjedništva.
Pucalo je na sve strane i u jednom trenutku moj telohranitelj je rekao da je on korisniji da ide da se bori dole negdje iza zgrade nego da bude sa mnom ovdje. Na taj način čini više pomoći. Shvatio sam da prijeti opasnost da se zgrada ne osvoji.
But Sarajevo's narrow streets gave her defenders the edge. Bosnian fighters with anti-tank missiles stopped the Serb armor in its tracks. The Bosnians then turned the tables on the Serbs and encircled the Federal Army's headquarters in the city center.
Da je tu počela borba na život i smrt. Jer nas je bilo tamo oko 270, komad, ukupno. Njih je bilo nekoliko hiljada, znate, to je blizu stojanje, znate, od 3 metra do 50 metara, tu su oni krenuli, to je rulja jedna, to su fanatici.
The two sides had fought to a standstill. The general was surrounded in his own headquarters. Then, within hours, the Serbs would get a chance to finish off Bosnia with a single clean blow to the head. The European community had summoned President Izetbegović to peace talks.
How long are you going to stay in Lisbon? Maybe a day. I think a day only, because I can't be absent from the state more than 1 day.
Would you agree on a sort of a confederation for both?
We don't accept any